Is that why you tried to kill Hamza?
What do you mean try?
Poorna, I'm so happy to talk to you. I'm so humbled to talk to you. I've been such a fan of yours for years.
Anya, you're so kind. Thank you.
I loved you in the night of, and I knew at that point, I'm like, we need to see more of you on
Oh, that was such a special show. Oh my God.
such an incredible show. And so
What an amazing time for it to come out, because we shot it 5 years before that. And then it came out, at a very specific time.
yeah, it really did. And it was still something that I think is so important for people to watch and people to know about. And, congratulations though on Deli Boys, which is
Thank you.
vastly different than this one. It is
Vastly different. Yeah.
And I want to get into spoilers with you as well. This was a show that I can tell you that I binged twice with my very Pakistani family. We loved it so much.
I'm so happy.
They were over the moon. They thought it was so hilarious. And
Wait, what's the composition of your family? What are we
my
talking about?
dad is from Karachi. My mother's from Lahore and Kolkata. She was born in Kolkata, but she grew up in Lahore. So that's all of us. My sister was born in Dubai, Abu Dhabi. So and I was born in Toronto. So I'm the first generation Canadian.
Oh, there you go. I was raised a little bit in Islamabad, so very connected.
I love that so much. So speaking of the show, I love this one a lot. I do think of Lucky Aunty sort of like a char. She's bold, spicy, and a little messy sometimes.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to use that.
Yeah, and I'm wondering to start a little fresh, like to get a little fun with things. If your character had a signature Pakistani dish that was summed up her personality, what would it be?
Oh, it would absolutely be a biryani.
Yeah.
Easy, complicated, easy on the surface, layered on the inside.
Yes. Oh my God, that's perfect. I love that so
Cooked
much.
for a long time. I always say Lucky loves cooking biryani as much as she loves cooking cocaine.
Right. Yeah, no, it was funny because even Abdullah said the same thing. He's like biryani or a dal, and I was like, well, I love halim, so I was like halim maybe also because it's hearty and it's a lot
for sure, for sure.
So the scene in the premiere where Raj and Mir learn about the family business and Lucky Aunty comes out, the chaotic energy and vibes are so funny. And I love that scene so much where you can tell they're helicoptered children who are grown up men, and like the way you're cleaning his mouth and like telling him to eat and like smile. How many takes was that? Because it was so perfect. And I felt like it was just so in the moment perfect for the scene.
That scene came from, my mother lives in Toronto. Are you based out of Toronto?
Yeah, I'm based out of Toronto.
So my mother lives there, and we had gone to a little Persian restaurant around the corner, and there was a Persian woman, there was a Parsi woman there, Indian Parsi woman with her 2 grown-ass sons. We're talking like working young men, like in their late 20s. And one of them had seen, Never Have I Ever. So we started talking, and, this amazing Parsi woman, totally with it, totally like hair like this and nice bag and everything. She just picked up a napkin and cleaned her son's mouth. And I'm like, this was a week before filming. I was like, absolutely got it. It was such a gift. So it's, I'm a South Asian mother, so I can say this: we infantilize the shit out of our boys. It's just what we do. I think I don't have a girl, but I infantilize him and all his friends and anyone who walks through that door. So it's just that the nurture, the over nurture, the overstepping every boundary possible.
Right.
Lucky's a nurturer and a killer. So just that tension between that.
Yeah, it's biryani flavors all around. So episode 6, I loved. I thought it was so beautifully written, deeply layered.
Okay, remind me what episode 6 is.
It's the one where we learn your backstory, Lucky's backstory.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So your reaction when you read that backstory for the first time, knowing how she is such a big, part of the family, she is the maternal figure. What was your reaction when you read that?
I just find it so humbling to be able to play a character that also has a backstory. It's so humbling. It's so humbling. I've spent so many years where the character is the backstory. Like she's in the back of the story. She's in the sidelines of the story. So to be here, a fully fleshed character, a character I've never played before, a character that's not really portrayed ever on film and TV, to be able to portray that and then give her so much dimension that she has a backstory, like That is truly humbling.
No, it was it's such a great scene too, like where you kind of like, we start to see these like nuances with you
Yeah.
and just why you react the way you do to Mir and Raj. And it's so important as like
And
that.
her tie to Baba, her
Yeah.
loyalty to Baba, her mission to protect the boys like they were her own. She doesn't have a maternal bone in her body, but she really tries. And her in the backstory, what you see is her loyalty to Baba, but also how she's completely like cold-hearted killer.
Yeah.
Just will take that step even as a young girl. And so there's just, a girl with a lot of potential to run a cocaine ring.
And getting into the finale too, now that Brian George's character, Uncle Ahmed, is behind Baba's death, and
Yes.
Raj is hell-bent on revenge. Where would
Yes.
you see that, inshallah, when we get a season 2? Because I'm very confident this is going to work out for us. Would we
I loved how you said us. We're all
yeah,
invested.
all of us are invested in this
Yeah.
series. I'm wondering, like, where do you see her relationship with the boys going into season 2 after everything that's happened, knowing that, he's escaped and there's a chance they should be able to get him?
I think she's as behind them as you could possibly imagine. Like Lucky's favorite accessory is revenge. So
So,
she's all in.
especially like when the convenience store blows up, I'm just like, somebody's like out for them. There's
Someone's out to
a
get
lot of
them. I'm not
drama.
having any of it. These boys
Yeah.
couldn't be stupider, but I will
Uh-huh.
protect them and I
Uh-huh.
will get to the bottom of it. And, like it does anything to protect her domain, her cocaine
Yeah.
ring, the boys, her family, her kind of her pod. Yeah, going after Ahmed is just,
Uh-huh.
one of the many things one of the many things she's excited about.
Hmm. And before I'm getting the wrap right now, before I do head out, I know that last month at Sundance, you told us at the Collider Studio that
Yes.
Lanterns would begin shooting soon. And following
Yes.
the update, you said that same week that Tuesday was like the screen testing or camera testing. Have you started filming, and how are things going?
We have indeed, and things are just I told you guys this at Sundance, which is the script sparkles. The script is unlike anything I've read before in terms of how it positions this world, and it has, it has Sinestro, it has all the characters you love and all this, but every character is presented as a hero and villain. Every single character is afforded that dimension. I couldn't be prouder of being part of this universe.
I love that. Duality of man. We're kind of both, on the same.
Yeah, but comic book movies can be reductive.
Hmm.
This world can be very reductive. You can spot the villain from a mile. You can spot the hero from a mile, and to be able to walk the tightrope between those two things we have inside us is not usually done in the genre.
Well, I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for this show to drop. Deli Boys is amazing, and I cannot wait for everybody to see it. It's going to be
Thank you
so.
so much. Thank you so much for your time.